Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Totally Oblivious. I'm your host, Caleb Perez, here with co-host Alex.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
For those of you audio listeners, nothing's different. Everything's fine. For those of you not audio listeners, nothing's fine. Everything is
A
weird.
dub for the audio listeners? No way.
They're so spoiled all the time.
I know, man.
They're always taking dubs. But yeah, I'm sick, so I'm making sure Alex stays away so he doesn't get sick. So we're just recording this over Discord, and yeah, this is our life now. I guess Alex, how are things with you?
Well, I woke up an hour ago, so I'm
Yeah.
still a little bit not fully operational yet. Would that be the correct word? Hold on, I'm checking if I'm recording or not. I'm recording.
Okay.
Everything looks like it's going well. Phone, shut up. I don't want to hear the vibration. Go to the mic. I'm doing good. I'm editing again. That's probably what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. When
Nice.
that comes to it. So it's been pretty good and stuff. I don't really know. I really wanted a bagel, and I didn't grab myself a bagel.
Well, be sure to grab yourself one once this is all said and done.
But even then, I might. Oh, you know what? I might fuck it up and make some fucking eggs and papas and just gonna with the tortilla and fuck it. I might do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that after this.
Okay.
But
Respectable.
respectable choice. Oh, but you know what? I got no orange juice, man. Fuck.
Go to the store.
No, it's not. Oh shit! You know what we can't talk about since I have Twitter open on my other tab. Do you know what just got passed today?
Honestly, I was thinking this whole episode we just talk. I had this whole new soundbite ready for us to go for when you got here. I was gonna have you listen to it, but now we're where we are now, so I can't do anything about that. But play soundbite here in the future. We live in confusing times. In recent news, Hershey warns of Halloween candy shortage. With every passing day, there's no telling what we can expect to happen next. Disney has filed a patent for a new roller coaster that jumps off the track. This probably means they have plans to create a ride that would fly through the air for a specific amount of time with no tracks under it. With chaos around every corner, there's only one way to find out the truth. Fisherman lands whopping 67-pound goldfish, may break world record. Quote, it was sheer luck.
That's crazy.
From the cutting edge news to the totally outlandish, I'm Caleb Perez, and here's what's going on. And there we go. It's what's going on. What's going on in the world? There's been a lot going on since we recorded last. One such thing that I think we could touch on. Well, let's go with yours first. I want to hear what you have to say.
Let me read the headline. The Supreme Court has ruled businesses can discriminate against LGBTQ Americans.
Wait, say that again.
Okay, I won't say this with a smile on my face because
Okay.
I'm laughing because it just sounds so fucking stupid. The Supreme Court has ruled that businesses can discriminate against LGBTQ Americans.
The Supreme Court.
I'm gonna send you the link right now on Discord. Here's you're gonna hear it in the audio.
Hold.
I feel like that's against some civil rights there.
Hold. Excuse.
The God Kings of America just I think did an oxymoron.
Oh yeah.
I think
There it is.
under those same rights, that means people can also be discriminated against. I haven't looked into it because I just woke up this morning, but that's kind of fucking nuts. That's what happens when you get a full Supreme Court of Republicans. So that's
That's
what
very
happens.
true. That's so Weird. Why? Why? Why?
Because they just don't like the gays.
They're
Man.
like,
What do you
gay.
want?
I can't serve you. How would you even know?
And
Like,
you know what? Wait, wait. You have a point. How?
how would they even know unless they do they think that the gays just go in and they're like, I would like a table. Also, I'm gay, by the way. And they're like, ooh, sorry, but I can't serve you because you're gay. You need to make that very shown as soon as you walk into the room.
Wait, hold on. This is what they do. Caleb would post. See this naked man? Do you have a boner? Oh, nope. This is a naked woman. Do you have a boner? Oh, you got a boner. You can be sat now.
What if
Robin.
what if it was like a nervous boner? If they got a nervous boner from the guy. Or like a jealousy boner. Like, why don't I look like that?
I think I'm not gay, so but I'm going to use my gay friend's logic here. That means you're a closeted homosexual. I think that's what that is. Maybe.
Perhaps.
It's hard as fuck in my room, by the way. And if you hear my fan go off because I'm pulling it closer to me, that's what it is. It's white noise.
Oh, the white noise. Alex is naked on camera.
Cut that in post. I'm not wearing pants.
Oh man, Alex.
That was funny.
That was good.
Oh,
That was good.
my
Mistakes were
Cut that in
made.
Mistakes were made. I forgot about that. But it's hot in my room, and my fan's right underneath my table. But back to what I was saying. But no, like that's so fucking weird. Like, why? How do you even check for that?
Yeah,
Because you can then this just regressed back to like 1960s America, where you're just like, I'm a closet homosexual, but like you kind of know I am, but you can't prove it.
You can't prove what I like and what I don't like, so therefore you can't not serve me because I could be not.
Yeah, so like I want to look more into this, but I don't want to like take away from the fact. But it's like so weird.
I just always like the leaps in logic people have to take to discriminate against other people. Like, how do you even come to these conclusions and think that they make sense?
God damn, it was a 6-3 vote. It wasn't even close.
What the heck?
God damn. Somebody on Twitter said, who the fuck is on the Supreme Court? The Sinister Six? What is going on here?
The Sinister Six.
Bro, I actually want to read this.
I don't know, man. I feel like
hold on. Someone like I'm reading tweets right now, and it's just like I'm getting memes here. But like, wait a minute here. This is the same Supreme Court that ruled against women's body autonomy and people who need abortions, affirmative action, voting rights, indigenous people's right to water. I haven't heard about that one. But
I guess they got rid of the right to water for indigenous people. How is it the country run by Nestle?
If we can get there. And then LGBTQ discrimination. I'll be honest, that's a fucking roll. You can genuinely tell the you can genuinely tell they're all really right wing and don't care.
Gosh, man, I laugh, but it's actually terrible. It's I laugh because it's comical how ridiculous this is.
Hold on, here's a quote. This is just funny. Chief Justice Roberts calls out Democrats. I can't fucking pronounce words. I'm still waking up. Hold on. You know what? Since you haven't said anything crazy, here's the link to the tweet. You read this out in a funny way.
Okay.
You read it out. You read this out. Cause that shit right there, that's fucking weird.
Chief Justice Roberts calls out Democrats demonizing the Supreme Court opinions they don't like. Quote, "It has become a disturbing feature of some recent opinions to criticize the decisions with which they disagree."
Bro, that's so weird. They're so weird.
I
Why? Why? They're so weird. Who cares? It's like who cares who they fuck? That's my whole thing.
is why is it
It's not Christian.
no. I just I'm so baffled.
Technically, lesbians can exist, but not gay.
I'm so baffled by this quote. It's become a disturbing feature of some recent opinions to criticize the decisions with which they disagree. Isn't that the whole point of having opinions?
Yeah.
Is you can you can have differing opinions and criticize each other, and at that point, that's how you're supposed to figure things out, is through communication.
And I think by basic common knowledge, like, how is discriminating against or serving people? I don't know. Just like, how do you, okay? How many years have we done this? 60, 70? What was Martin Luther King's whole fucking shebang?
Like I think that was about 60 years ago. Almost, I think it's almost exactly.
70. Yeah. Okay. 60 years ago.
Oh, it was almost exactly 60 years ago when the Civil Rights Bill was passed. Or was passed.
Okay. Okay. That one makes more sense in this example. How is it that we passed that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, common ground, at least for people of color, and it should eventually and the whole dream speech should eventually apply to like some other things. So it's just all like, how do you just go to that? It's like, how do you just regress to that? It's like, people of color or other people of colors, not just blacks, Mexicans, any other color you can think of. Okay. Sexuality? Nope. Get that away. No. How do you? What? No.
Well, I mean, at the same time though, they also hate people of color. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to like. I wouldn't be shocked if said you can discriminate against people of color now.
They're like,
we've regressed back to the 80s.
They're like that pesky civil rights bill is stopping us from discriminating against people of color. Where's the loophole around this? Where's our loophole? There has to be one somewhere.
I'm trying
to poke through the other side.
I'm getting the sudden feeling of just revolting.
Yeah, me too. I've been feeling.
I'm like, why do I have to follow you?
Why are you people the worst?
This is so weird.
Awful.
Also, they denied it. They denied the student debt cancellation thing too.
Oh, good. That's great.
Yeah, they denied that. So, wow, you guys are so
great, so nice, such great people ruling our country.
Yeah, and it's not even really them that are in the positions of power. It's more like the companies that fund their pockets and
the three business corporations that run the entirety of America.
Isn't it 6? What's the chart?
It's some very low, ridiculous number.
Yeah, it's like 3 to 6 actual companies. Like if you actually look at it statistically, they're in the pockets of every fucking politician.
Yep.
And it's just one giant fucking joke to feed their wallets.
It really is.
Fuck, it's so dumb. It's just like, and you know what? And I don't know. Maybe I'm too chronically online, but like like a few years ago, if you remember this, how like wokeness wasn't what it is now. And it's like dramatically changed. Yeah. It's like, I wonder who did this. Looks at the CIA. The CIA.
Because woke was just being like aware. You're just aware of things.
Like that politician's corrupt. Now it's like, the gays.
No, the woke nation is destroying our country. That's
And you know
why.
what? There's like a two-sided coin to that statement. It's like there's like the way you mean it, and there's the way that it is actually meant. It's like it's destroying your wallet, your country.
The country you want, not the one we want. We want to just be able to own a home.
Real, but all the fucking companies are like, what if we were to buy all these and make a feudalistic system, neo-feudalism?
And they sure did. They sure did.
It's fucking nuts, man. Like, I don't know. I think, Caleb, we need a more positive subject.
We gotta get on the hard hitting recent news, Alex, and none of it's been very good. Because
but I want a positive
speaking
episode.
of rich people, we probably should talk about this. The submarine.
I don't really care. They're dead.
They are dead, but man,
they deserved it. They probably hurt more families becoming billionaires than they'd ever know. Fuck them.
But
Fuck
I
'em.
mean,
I don't care.
Did we not just have a conversation a couple months ago where we were talking about going into the ocean with a submarine? Because I was like, we don't know much about the ocean. Why don't we explore it more? And literally all it took was you and Colby to explain that it was like, yeah, the deep sea pressures are strong and we don't really have a lot of good technology to deal with that. 2 months later, June, these guys are like, hey, we have a tube. Let's go down to the deepest depths of the ocean. And then they were made like string cheese or easy cheese.
Dude, I love the science behind it because like all the scientists there were like, you want to know the math behind this? Once the pressure got to a certain point, the inside of the cabin reached temperatures at the surface of the sun. Before it even crushed, they were heated to death instantly.
Yeah. So have they given any like time frame? Like how fast was it after they took off that they just died?
I have no. There's gonna be like some YouTube video about it. Give it a few months.
Titan
like,
sub. There's people are still talking about it like nonstop. Oh, good. They're. Breaking news: Ocean Gate still advertising Titanic trips after catastrophic implosion of Titan sub. How?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
It's just bad publicity. They're trying to make us fail.
Yeah, the woke country, man.
Have you seen the
submarine killed 5 billionaires?
Have you seen the images of the Logitech controller that they used to pilot it still intact at the bottom of the ocean?
Why didn't they just use a fucking Microsoft controller?
I don't know, but I mean, I guess clearly it wasn't the controller's fault because the controller stayed intact through an implosion.
Did it actually come out?
Yeah, you've seen the pictures, haven't you? That it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh no, Caleb, that's edited.
That's edited?
That's edited. But that would be funny as fuck.
That would be hilarious.
That is edited. That is not
okay.
True.
Okay. But yeah, terrible.
Bro,
Terrible.
I'm just there's Twitter. What the fuck? Oh, bro, I'm just checking Twitter, and it's just the trending feed is just funny as fuck. It's all bad. It is all. There's no hope on Twitter.
There is none.
It goes like Supreme Court. Here's a funny drawing. Supreme Court, funny drawing.
Whew. But yeah, absolutely terrible. I was keeping up on it too, leading up to like the amount of time they had oxygen left in their sub, because for some reason people thought they'd be able to find them and save them within 24 hours, and that I knew from the start that just wasn't possible. There was no way they were saving those people, and now we know the truth that there truly wasn't, because they literally got turned into spaghetti.
Yeah.
What a way to go. Awful.
I don't think. I guess the lead up to the death is awful. The death itself probably wasn't. It was probably like that.
Yeah, that's what they're assuming. But I've also heard that they found like whole body parts, so that means that there's some uh, theories that maybe it wasn't as instant because the body parts are still intact.
Yeah, because they should be fucking jello. Like
Yeah,
literally, like literal human jello.
yeah. But
So
still, that just goes to show you really can't test nature, and
yeah,
sometimes being rich isn't enough to save you.
in God's eyes, everybody is equal.
Everyone's equal to the chance of dying a horrible, horrible death.
There's only evil in the world, so it justifies God's actions.
It's true. I
Like,
guess.
I'll be honest. Like, I guess maybe in a karmic kind of sense, maybe it was deserved. Cause like, there's no way. What in the Looney Tunes ass shenanigans got you up to that point where you want to be in a submarine?
I mean, I guess just the curiosity of it all, but at the same time, that's $500,000 was it that they spent,
That's
or a
pocket change.
quarter of a million? They
Pocket
spent
change.
that just to go die when they could have put research into literally anything else that's more like worth
were
the
liter-
money.
They were literally billionaires. They could have bought a bitchin' submarine.
They could have done anything else with that money, but instead they chose to go into the most rickety submarine to ever exist.
I think it's actually. I'm not even joking. Scientifically, I think it's better to go to space than. I think. Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase it. I think with the money they had, they could have gone to space and lived compared to going to the bottom of the ocean.
That's true. That's very
So
true.
it's just like. It's so dumb. I didn't even look into it because I was just like, oh, they're dead? Cool.
I was really just flooded by the memes, and honestly, I I just couldn't stop laughing because I don't think a single person truly felt that bad for the billionaires dying.
I don't think anybody was. I think the only people were like probably like bootlickers, honestly.
Yeah, like it's sad that a human life was ended, but at the same time, it's like, should I really care that much about people who don't care
Well,
about the rest of humanity?
I that is true, but I guess it almost parallels that one story. Hold on, let me Google this really quickly. I'm gonna go to
The story of King Midas.
no, not King
No.
Midas, not King Midas. Hold on. I got it. This might take a little bit. Where is it? Is it Chris?
Chris?
Is it Chris? Is this the one I'm thinking of?
Chris?
Is this the guy that died in Alaska?
Oh, you're meaning that one where the guy decided that he didn't want
Yeah,
all
it's
the
Chris.
riches
It's
in the
Chris.
world?
It's Chris McCandless. I think that's how
Yeah,
you pronounce his
yeah.
last name. So I guess almost in a weird way, this is kind of paralleling this story in the sense like this guy just wanted to escape nature and just go do his own thing. But like there are like this weird subset of people that just hate him for some reason.
Mm.
I'm not even joking. This is real. It's like they just hate him. It's like, why does he go out there? Why did he have to be so extra and want to live out there in the middle of but fuck nowhere? Like people get angry, and it's just like he just wanted to escape. But and the reason why I bring it up is like us, like fuck them, they're billionaires, but they did have families. And they were people.
Yeah.
So it's almost like in this weird way, it's just like the complete opposite. It's like, oh, this guy just wants to live in the forest and not be around people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like these billionaires and people are like, yeah, let's go to the ocean, the opposite of the land. And they have money. And we're cheapskates. And they probably could have got better. And it's just like, well, fuck.
It's just
It's just really funny.
it's one of those things that there's just a lot of signs pointing to that was a terrible idea and that nobody should have gone along with it, but they still did. Also,
Yeah,
apparently, Mr. Beast was supposed to be on there. That's the rumor right now.
I think he might have made that for a joke because it was in blue text.
There's no
Gray text.
Mr. Beast made that for a joke.
No, I'm not joking. Hold on. Was that a fake account that did that? Hold on.
You can't tell with Twitter anymore. You can't tell.
Hold on.
It was so much easier back in the day to know what things were real and what weren't.
Okay, it's still here. This month. Okay, so the rumor is, I'll read this right now. He was invited, but then the screenshot, they answered the screenshot. It says, my friend sent me the screenshot of me, of when he invited me. Didn't think to scroll up and screenshot the old text myself. Mm-hmm. That's the excuse. So maybe it's rumored he was supposed to apparently go on there, but he was not.
You know, I feel like people would be actually like sad if Mr. Beast was on there. Like,
genuinely, that would be different.
The stark difference of if Mr. Beast was on that submarine compared to who was actually on the submarine.
But then there would be some people that'd be like, "Fuck him."
Yeah,
because there's some people that just say, "Fuck him now." Why are you selling shoes to children and making videos about it online? It's just like, motherfuckers.
I still don't trust him, but I mean, that doesn't mean I want him dead.
Billionaires? Fuck him. Mr. Beast? He's good enough.
He's fine. Probably. The jury's still out on that one. But yeah.
It's so weird.
That was just an absolutely insane, like, what was it? Full week of that whole sub thing happening.
Was it a week? There's no way it was.
I swear, it was like they had 72 hours of oxygen from the time the sub went missing. Because I remember it was like fast too. It was like, oh, they're taking a sub down to the Titanic, and then it was like the very next day, sub goes missing. They have 72 hours of oxygen. Literally Majora's Mask. Dawn of the first day, and then there's 24 hours remaining, and it was like, we still can't find them, and they have very little oxygen left, and now it's not looking like it. Even if we do find their location, if they're that deep underwater, we have absolutely no way of getting them out. And also, how stupid was it that they literally made it so these guys could not escape the sub without outside help? Like, that's probably one of the dumbest portions of this, because even if they were to have been able to surface, which probably wasn't possible because they probably imploded before they could even react to that. But if they knew their situation and they're like, we gotta get to the surface, and we lost all contact with the home base. They get to the surface, and they can't contact anyone. The ocean's massive. So how on earth was anybody gonna find them in 3 days? And they can't get out to get oxygen. So the alternative to imploding was suffocating. So I think they got the better deal.
Yeah, definitely. It's that whole situation's fucked up because it just realizes, like, damn, billionaires are cheapskates and don't care about their own lives.
Truly.
And then second, we are vast. What's the Doctor Strange line about the multiverse? What does he say?
Oh, I don't even remember.
It's like, we know frighteningly little about the fucking ocean.
We basically know next to nothing.
So it's just like, nah, bro, I ain't fucking with that shit.
No.
Like,
yeah.
Like, no. Definitely after this, no.
Yeah, for sure. After this, like I didn't like the ocean before, but now it's more. It's even more so. That's like, there's nothing good about the ocean. There's anything that gets stuck down there. That's just where it's gonna stay. We should not even look into that.
I ain't Kid Fisto.
No.
I ain't swimming. Wait,
I'm
what's the
swimming.
guy's name?
Who?
Yeah, it's Kid Fisto. I ain't Kid Fisto. I can't swim down there.
No, yeah, would be
Like,
crushed
fuck
like a
that.
pop can
Instantaneously.
instantaneously. It probably
Like,
hurt a little more if we tried swimming down there, but still awful.
you know people. Oh, here's a funny segue. You know they made fucking fanfics about that.
They made fanfics about the
Yeah.
Titan sub.
Yeah, and they had like gay sex in there too. It was nuts.
No way.
It was trending all over TikTok. Caleb will post. Find the screenshot. Make
What
it
in
funny.
the what in the Tumblr post?
Yeah, it was nuts. I was like, what?
How do you make gay
Somebody- I
fanfics
think-
about 5 men whose lives are about to end?
I think somebody on Twitter said there's 5 men in a submarine in the bottom of the ocean about to die. Why isn't there a fanfic? And then somebody did it, and the tags all read some crazy ass shit. It was like gore, main character sex or something. It was crazy. I was like, what the
What
fuck?
the heck? See, and the only like sort of rumor fanfic that I heard, it wasn't really a fanfic, it was more of this guy's thoughts, is that he was like, you know, if these guys are truly stuck down there, how long before they start killing each other for oxygen? Because they probably stepped on a few toes to get to where they were. So if they wanted to survive, they'd have a better chance by knocking each other off.
That's so fascinating because they're billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, who's cutting throats first?
And we'll never know because they all died. Not a single one of them lived.
It's such a fascinating story. It really is.
Yeah,
It's almost in a cruel sense. It teaches you at the bottom of the ocean
Mhm.
with death all around you. How does another person cope with being a person with another person in front of them?
Mhm.
So it's just like, fuck.
Literally, yeah, basically what you said. But also, 2 things. One, love the jokes that they're like, James Cameron is already writing his next script, and that Netflix is like, oh boy, this is great. Didn't Netflix already have like planned, like they already started like a documentary on the whole ordeal?
I don't know, but that'd be funny as fuck.
And then 2, this is the greatest advertising campaign for Markiplier's Iron Lung movie.
Oh, I just realized that movie's gonna pop off now because everybody has that fear. Oh, fuck.
Literally, that was trending the entire time that this whole ordeal was happening. It was just
Oh,
people talking
wow,
about
that's
Iron
gonna
Lung, people talking about the game. Markiplier's movie's coming out probably relatively soon. So it's like, what? What a crazy advertising campaign.
Oh,
Unintentional.
Also, aside from the LGBTQ stuff, apparently test screenings for the FNAF movie went on. And I'll quote it. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second.
Is this in line with the LGBTQ stuff, or is this like?
Yeah, because it was on the timeline. It'd be like, the gays have no rights now.
No gay rights.
FNAF movie. Hold on. Because there was test screenings. Give me a second. So this is I don't know if this is official or not, but so apparently this I don't know if this is true or not, but if it is, it's a little bit of hope in here. Some test screenings for Five Nights at Freddy's have not have happened. I don't know why I said have
not happened. They're not real.
Have happened, and they are good but not great. It was praised for the animatronics and special effects. Also the performances and characters got praise and decent scares. But the only criticism was the plot was a bit messy.
That just
It's
sounds.
it's going great.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's a
perfect.
perfect Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Great
It's
acting, great visuals. Makes no sense.
Perfect.
It's exactly what it needs
like
to
a
be.
Markiplier playthrough. Perfect. Perfect.
The only thing that's probably going to be missing is a Markiplier cameo.
No, it probably does. No?
If I think Matt, Pat, and Markiplier are deserved to be in that movie in some way, shape, or form.
There's gonna be either a name reference, a name tag, or they're gonna have a picture somewhere. At bare minimum.
They have to. They have to. Those guys have done more for that franchise than I'd even say the game creators themselves.
For real.
Because yeah, that
There's it's bro. If they're not, I will edit footage of them in that fucking movie. And I will give it to people that leak the movie online.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it'll become the main movie everybody thinks. Like I'll
Exactly.
Mandela affect everybody into thinking they were in the fucking
just
movie.
and when it comes out on like DVD, so first you have to convince a bunch of hackers that when it comes out on like digital and on streaming services, that to get the Markiplier Matt Pat edit onto those platforms, and then you go into every single grocery store and replace the DVDs with the custom made one with the Markiplier edit.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want that to happen. I
needs.
really want that to happen.
It needs to happen.
I want that to happen so bad. So bad.
And I'm very glad that the movie's also releasing on, I think it's on Peacock the same day as it's in theaters. Because I don't want to watch it with a bunch of sweaty 13-year-olds. I don't want to pay money to see it with a bunch of sweaty 13-year-olds. So
What's
watching
the
it at home
rating
is
for
great.
the movie?
Probably
What's the rating?
It's probably going to be like PG-13 or like rated R.
It has to be rated R. If it's not, I'd be very angry.
I mean, it's being made by a good studio, so I imagine they'd make sure that it's good.
I think this is the director.
Still crazy that Shaggy is purple guy.
That's true. I forgot about that. And it works. That's good acting.
And
That's a good casting right there.
That is a good quick casting. I'm not seeing. Where's the IMDb? I guess Universal Pictures.
I actually like the animatronics. They look pretty good.
Everything looks pretty good. I will say that. It looks very, very
and
good.
apparently Springtrap's in it. I think this is gonna be. This might be another case of like it's a different continuity, but still the same idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's PG-13.
Ah.
But I mean, I don't know. PG-13 can still have a lot of crazy stuff in it. I mean, I think a lot of stuff too with Five Nights at Freddy's is implied, like gruesome horror. So I think that still works.
But Caleb, I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy. But Caleb, I want to see 5 kids get stuffed into animatronics.
I want to see them brutally murdered and stuffed. I want that. I want to see Shaggy fall into Springtrap's suit and just get absolutely ripped to pieces.
Oh, bro, have you ever heard of the fucking audio people do of like some fan made shit and it's Afton just fucking getting crushed by the springlock suit?
I think
and he's just
I have,
in agony. He's just like, oh, I can't do it right. Oh, final fuck,
dying.
Dying, and it's just like you hear the bones cracking. I'm like, that right there, I want to watch that in a movie.
See, that's peak right there. And if they don't emulate that in some way, they did it wrong. So that does bring to question, at what point in the wild timeline does this take place? Is this like the first game? Is this the third one?
Well, from the screenshots and shit, this is definitely, so from what my understanding is, there's the games, the books, and now I think is going to be a movie time like continuity. So there's like 3 different continuities. Okay. Welcome to FNAF lore that I somehow know well. Well, thank you. From what I understand, this movie is like 1 and 3 combined.
Okay.
Which timeline wise makes sense because they're closest to each other, but they're not supposed to be like this with each other. Like this is they literally are intersecting. They should take a few years apart. So it's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I do want to watch this movie. It does look fun.
Yeah, that's probably the main reason I want to watch it is just for funsies, just old times' sake. Five Nights at Freddy's stuff.
And then Corey Kenshin's in the fucking thing too for some reason. I don't know why. It's just so weird, dude. Oh dear Lord.
It is very weird.
I just hope the movie bangs.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be the greatest movie of all time, but just as long as it's entertaining.
Like as long as it's like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not expecting a lot here. I'm not expecting peak cinema.
Yeah.
But as long as it's fun and like it kind of wants to resemble the game in a sense, and has a somewhat coherent plot, basically I'm asking for mediocre. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, that's all it needs. All it needs is mediocrity.
I think it'd be good.
I think so too. I guess. What? Huh?
Twitter? Hello?
Twitter just die?
My Twitter went from purple to blue.
Weird.
This is so weird. What? Also, for the people that don't know, on web Twitter, like computer Twitter, you can change the colors of your thing. And mine was originally pink to match with the whole red aesthetic I have for my banner on Twitter. But now it's blue. The fuck?
Who changed
Elon,
it?
Who changed? Hold on, I wonder if I. Okay, there it goes. It was just a glitch. Okay.
Okay.
I was just curious. But yeah, crazy news today apparently. And also Gen Z's first trending, the First Amendment's trending. Baby Metal had a collab song with Lil Uzi Vert on his album, but that's besides the point. It's looking like a crazy day today.
It's insane. I mean,
all of this is before July 4th, by the way. That's
true. That's very true. Also, another thing that I haven't mentioned yet, probably because I don't really know too much, and it was a very quick event, strange enough, is Russia had a coup.
Oh, that's right. The shortest coup in history.
The shortest coup. None of those men are probably going to live very long.
Oh, no, they're not.
But great. I think we're all kind of rooting for them a little bit.
A little bit. I was kind of hoping for it.
Yeah, but insane. Absolutely insane.
Well, I don't actually know. There might be I don't know too much about it. I'm not on the war forums looking at that shit constantly 24/7. But what I'm thinking here is like there might be the idea where it's just like you either have Hitler or Hitler. Which one do you decide?
Who do you want?
So it's just like which one's the greater evil? Maybe that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently the other guy wasn't so good either. So
yeah.
It's like, whoopsies. Maybe not.
Maybe we don't want that. But yeah, we just been a crazy month of June.
The later half was crazy. The beginning wasn't.
It was
mid.
It was a pretty normal June. Pretty normal. Average stuff going on.
And then the later half just was nuts. 5 billionaires dead, a coup in Russia.
No more gays in
no more
restaurants.
Gays. You can't be gay in restaurants. No longer gay. When did they pass that bill in Florida where you can't speak about sexuality in schools?
Oh, that was like early last year.
Was that really last year?
It was relatively. It wasn't this year. I know that for sure. It was like last year or the year before.
Florida.
Oh no, time's going by too fast.
When did Florida pass? I don't give a fuck about it.
Who cares
Florida's
about
fucked.
Florida?
Fuck Florida.
Florida's the worst.
I would describe it as the penis of America, but it's more like the unsanctioned butthole.
Kind of is.
Unwanted butthole. America has 2 buttholes, and one of them's Florida.
One of them is Florida. I just don't understand like how Florida is the way it is.
I don't know. Apparently, the conquistadors showed up in Florida too, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Is Florida cursed?
Apparently, it might be.
Let's
I blame
look.
the Bermuda Triangle.
Let's look up Florida man headlines. Let's see if. Why is there a Florida man TV show?
That's slightly funny. I would like to hear more about this. What are we doing here?
Let's see. Where's some Florida man headlines?
I just keep on looking at that fucking trending page on Twitter. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh, they're all horrible.
Look up a puppy story. Oh, they're gonna be
Puppy.
dead. They're gonna be dead. Never mind. Why did I even reference that?
Headlines.
There gotta be hope today. We've only talked about tragedy and death.
Teething puppy given emotional support rag delights internet.
Put it on screen right now.
Okay, hold on. I gotta hold on. Oh gosh. It's all
For everybody that doesn't know, Caleb's monitor is not side by side, but actually side to his front of him, and then to the up right to him.
it's very inconvenient for me.
Jesus Christ! Where did
It's-
the God rays come from?
Oh.
Your face is just blinding white.
I'm
Is that
just
God?
I'm just the Willem Dafoe meme.
Oh, my mom has decided to walk into the podcast.
Let's see. Golden Retriever. Teething
Mom, you're on the
puppy.
podcast.
Good. It's back to being Hello.
I know. I just pushed it all to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna push it on this side or
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It is now covering my face. Stop.
Are you guys live? What are you doing?
We're just on OBS.
Are you just talking?
Yeah.
Your Zoom meeting?
Yeah. Cause Caleb's sick.
Oh, you got COVID, Caleb?
No, I got something else.
He got something else.
Wow.
Thank you. I got food. Fuck yeah. My day went from at least a 6 to now a 9.
Very nice. I'm happy for
Tell
you.
me about the fucking puppy. It is
Okay.
sad. This episode is sad.
So this is on screen for the viewers, not on screen for you, but I'll send you a link when I get the chance. So headline once again: teething puppy given emotional support rag delights internet. Puppies can be hard work, and no more so than when they're teething. One dog owner has come up with a unique way of keeping her puppy calm while teething, and her older dog also wants in. In a video posted to the account at Kathy, I didn't even say that right, but I'm just going to continue. Pittsburgh-based video editor Katie Palomara can be seen offering her golden retriever puppy Ernie an emotional support rag in the form of a rolled up towel put in the freezer to help with his teething pains. Quote, "So it makes his teethies feel good," she says in the video. But when she gives him one, her older golden, Chandler, also wants one. Quote, "And you, mister," Palomara can be heard saying to Chandler, who is seen holding the frozen towel in his mouth, "you have no need for that, but it probably still feels good, right?" At the end of the video, the two dogs can be seen engaging in a tug-of-war over the last towel. "Oh my gosh, who's gonna win?" she says. "I'll give my dogs emotional support rags," the caption reads. One user commented, I used to freeze carrots when my dog was teething. It's safe to eat and gives the same results. Teething puppies, not unlike human babies, can experience discomfort and may try to relieve it by chewing furniture or shoes. I guess that makes sense. Usually you freeze baby toys when they're teething to help with that. So, yeah, very,
You
very nice.
wholesome, a wholesome segment on today's podcast.
I'm
But
glad
I'd
that
also
happened.
like to talk about this teething. What the fuck's up with that?
Uh,
You ever realize that's a weird concept?
a little bit.
Our teeth just come out of our face.
It is a little weird, but at the same time, it's like we're basically mush when we come out, so it would be impossible to have
babies
teeth.
are weird. Babies are weird.
We're just weird things.
Yeah, as I get older, I realize, wow, this is weird.
Here, I'll send you a link to the article if you want to see the puppy.
Let me see the puppy.
Now I have the hiccups.
Someone DM'd me on Twitter right now. My phone just lit the fuck up.
That was me.
Oh, it's you. Okay. Oh my god, a puppy.
Puppies are great.
Oh.
They're good. Good
Okay.
little guys.
Now we breathed for a couple seconds, so let's go back down. I think America's fucked.
Yeah, we're kind of screwed. A little bit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Chad, I'm looking at her Twitter DMs. Chad Paul.
Chad
Spider-
Paul.
Yeah.
What was the most recent thing that? Ooh. Oh. Anyways, what was the most recent thing that we're seeing on that run of Spider-Man? I can't even remember.
I don't think anything's really crazy happened. Must be a dry week at Marvel.
Must be dry. Their relationship's going well. That's what's happening.
I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask you this question.
Okay.
Okay. I can't bring up the tweet because I don't know where it went. But how do you feel about Miles Morales being called Spider-Man?
It's good.
Is it wrong?
He is Spider-Man in every sense of the way.
Okay. So what happens when you have Peter Parker Spider-Man and Miles in the room? How do you differentiate which one?
There's the OG Spider-Man and there's the new Spider-Man.
So like how do you like what how do like word wise how do you say it? Do you say Spider-Man and Miles or just old Spider-Man, new Spider-Man?
For me, I typically just when I say Spider-Man, I say Spider-Man, but if I'm trying to refer to like a specific Spider-Man, I'll say their names. So like Peter Parker, Miles Morales,
Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
Miguel's unique. We just call him 2099.
Yeah.
We don't actually say Miguel.
Yeah.
And then okay, so the reason why I asked this is a lot of people just don't like the fact, like apparently, I don't even know if it's true. I've never seen people get actually mad at the fact like Miles is called Spider-Man sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like people just get mad. People like call Miles Spider-Man.
And I think
just
that's
weird.
dumb. That's very dumb.
And some people are just like, he just needs a name. I can't call him Spider-Man when Peter's right there. The Spider-Men? Well, yeah, that's how you call a group of multiple. Well, that's Spider Peoples.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe a group of male spiders, spider people. You just call them Spider-Men.
I guess
Women.
the one thing that's just kind of weird is the fact that Miles is supposed to be like the predecessor to Spider-Man in his universe. So having them both exist in the same universe where Peter's still alive, just kind of, I don't know, unless they like go the route where like Peter's like his mentor and stuff, because like that's kind of where it seems like the PlayStation games are going. But like just having the way it seems in the comics is they just both exist and they both do their own things.
I even think okay, so the reason why people I think that's where it stems from is like some people just don't like. How do I say this? I think it's because people find it confusing because they're trying to refer to which one. Because people don't like. I think it's really nerdy to call them by their actual names.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be more than a casual fan. You have to be a slight tier above, or up, or a slight tier up. So it's just like people just want like there's this really weird trend with Spider-Man, alternate versions of Spider-Man. They usually have like a name. It's like Black Suit Spider-Man, or Gwen Stacy's called Spider-Ghost, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like when Miles shows up and he's like, "Yeah, he's Spider-Man." It's like, what? That doesn't fit the naming convention. That's not Cyborg Spider-Man or Carnage Spider-Man or Venom Spider-Man or the other version of Venom Spider-Man or the other version of Venom Spider-Man or the other version of Venom Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the Thor version of Peter Parker. It's just called like Thor Spider-Man. It's like when Miles shows up, it's just like he needs a name. We have all these names for all these different ones. Why don't you have a name? So I feel like it comes from that, and I think it's just like years of just like naming Spider-Man just to like put them in categories. Spider-Man. You know how our last episode was just categories?
Mm-hmm.
And this is one giant analogy for it. Spider-Man is just one giant analogy for categories.
It's true.
So we have Spider-Men, Spider-Women, and then Spider-Animals. And then the animals can be a whole different thing. So in all these categories, it's like there's Spider-Thor, and then he has a name, but there's a different Spider-Thor, and then there's Spider-Woman, and there's a whole bunch of there's a Ghost Spider, and there's Spider-Woman, and then there's just Woman Spider. And then like back in the man category, there's Webman. We don't talk about Webman. We don't talk about Webman. We don't talk about him. And then there's like a whole bunch, like all of them have unique names, and then like Miles just breaks up that convention and stuff, and just is like, I'm just Spider-Man. It's like, what the fuck?
People get mad. They're
work
like,
here.
grr, my.
And in the sense too, like, here's my take on it, and I might be a bit contradictory here. While he is Spider-Man, I will respect it.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he needs a name though, at least in the fandom.
He needs a unique name.
Yeah, like, you know what? And this might be totally unoriginal, and just because I'm from the JoJo's thing, and that's where I'm like most interested in. When you have Jonathan Stand and Joseph Stand that look literally the fucking exact same and do the exact thing, you know what we do? Well, there's two things that we do. You call Jonathan Stand, literally, it's naming Jonathan Stand, so it's Miles Morales Spider-Man. Just name him that. Or number 2 here, Hermit Purple 2. Literally with the 2. It's Hermit Purple number 2.
2.
So you can just call him Spider-Man 2.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I think that is what a lot of people already do, is when they refer to Miles Morales, they just call him Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. People are just ridiculous sometimes.
And you can't call them. And the bad thing is too, with a lot of like the Spider-Man variants, like sometimes it's gonna be like Black Spider-Man or like Dark Spider-Man, like a cool it's supposed to be like a more fucked up version of regular Peter. But with Miles, you can't call him Black Spider-Man because it's like
racism.
That's a little bit fucked up, don't you think?
You're being a little suspicious here, Pally.
And like and you can't call him Ultimate Spider-Man because there's already an Ultimate Spider-Man. Because that was a comic line, so you can't call him that. Or maybe you can call him like Ultimate Spider-Man 2, technically.
True.
And then you lead into the whole problem that some versions aren't like of Miles are not like alternate variations. They're literally in the same universe. So he's not like, you can't call him like 6. You can't call him what is it, 1610 Spider-Man or whatever the differentiating version of Spider-Man, whatever his name is, for his variant number, or multiversal number. So it's just like, fuck, can't do anything there. So it's just like, what do you call him? So I think it almost in a weird sense, like, he is Spider-Man, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're both the motherfuckers in the room, I need to call one the other, because I can't call you both Spider-Man at the same time.
Hey, Spider-Man. Yes.
Yes. The blue one. Oh.
But I don't know. It's just to me, it's the same thing as what we talked about in the last episode. Spider-Man is Spider-Man, and there's no need to get so complicated in things. Because clearly Miles Morales is Spider-Man, and you can just call him Miles Morales, because it's not like we're superheroes and we're trying to keep this secret identity. Just call him Miles Morales.
That's another thing, and this is only unique to comics. Motherfuckers just refer to, like they want to refer them by their superhero names. No, motherfucker, they're all one person. Just call them by their regular name. That's all their name. You can call Peter Parker. When you say Spider-Man was having a difficult day, no, motherfucker, you can just say Peter was having a difficult day. It's like, it's weird. And to be honest, this is only for like superhero characters, honestly. Like, this happens.
True.
Like in anime and manga, no, it's just like Goku. Technically, you can call him Kakarot. Technically, and depending on the context, you can technically call him that. Some people just call him Goku. Like, you can just prefer to, like, Spider-Man as Peter and Miles. Or Miles to Spider-Man, or Peter to Spider-Man.
I think,
And with the English lexicon, you can just context it. I'm talking about Miles. Just say Spider-Man. It's like weird.
it's just
really weird.
It's just people being. I think it has a lot to do with how like the comics are advertised, because it's like the big name on the front of the comic, Spider-Man. So you just Spider-Man, you Spider-Man. So when you see something that looks like Spider-Man, that's Spider-Man. Which also brings it all back to what Stan Lee says is the way Spider-Man was designed was that anybody could be Spider-Man. So therefore, it all just goes back to if it looks like Spider-Man, acts like Spider-Man, is Spider-Man.
It's actually Superman.
Huh?
Huh?
Excuse?
That one time, Dr. Octavius referred to Spider-Man as Superman for a single panel because somebody was being dumb. But nah, it's back into it. It's just like, wow, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Like, people get really wrapped up with names. Like, humans do like categories. Ever since we did that categories episode, I'm noticing it everywhere.
Yeah, people.
Like, oh, category. I'm like, you guys are dicks.
You don't need everything to be in a category. You only do that to separate things, make things worse. And that brings us all back to our first topic, how everybody's discriminating. And it's terrible, horrible things. And we deserve better for our country.
Spider-Man is just an analogy for, Spider-Man is just an analogy for America.
Kinda.
A little bit.
The average American.
Okay, I'll question, though. How do you feel about Brooklyn Spider-Man?
I don't know who that is. Is that any different than normal Spider-Man?
No, so it's just that's like a lot of. So I've heard it sometimes, and it's probably my only name variation for Miles I like.
Oh, okay.
Because he sometimes patrols more Brooklyn than not, so that's why it's just like Brooklyn Spider-Man instead of just Spider-Man. Because he's in Brooklyn.
I guess that's a fair one.
That would therefore make, I don't know, regular Spider-Man Queen Spider-Man.
Well, I think regular he gave that segment to, he gave Brooklyn to Miles, and now Peter's taking care of the rest of New York. He at least doesn't have to worry about Brooklyn anymore.
There we go. I think that all makes sense.
Yeah.
Come to the Totally Oblivious podcast for reasonable takes.
Reasonable takes on Spider-Man, food, the government, very varying topics within one episode. But it's all here for your entertainment. I think that's basically all the news for today. It's really just the Supreme Court decision has truly just taken over Twitter today.
You know what? I think we can talk about one more thing.
Okay.
You heard about Kick, Caleb?
Kick?
Kick.
I have not.
It's apparently a rivaling live streaming platform to Twitch, and so far, I won't lie, they kind of working right now.
They're good.
They wanna ban gambling
Okay.
and shit, and they seem a lot more non fucking crazy like Twitch.
They actually care for their users.
Audience? Yes. They
Okay.
do the bare minimum.
They do the bare minimum of making sure that things actually go the way they're supposed to.
Nope, and that's what it's looking like. I don't know. I thought I'd get your opinion on it. I didn't know how far you were into the internet landscape like me.
Honestly,
More.
I've been so disconnected. The most connected I'm basically out of the internet landscape and more into like what the average person is doing now, I'd have to say. Is like, oh man, the submarine. Oh man, Russia almost blew up. Oh, not that, but something like that.
That's good. Good you're not chronically online like me.
I am not anymore. Just Twitter. Well, I guess this will be our final portion. Twitter has just become awful to use.
Yeah.
Like this whole episode is basically like the return of Caleb with the news, but like the whole problem with continuing finding like fun news stories is that Twitter literally does not show me actual news stories anymore.
Yeah, it's usually chaotic and just overall hateful.
Like it's just incoherent. Like the For You page is literally useless. There's nothing on there that I actually want to see. But also, one thing I've noticed is that the For You page also holds some of the people I follow. When I go on my following page, it doesn't show me all of what my followers are actually doing or who I'm following is doing.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of noticing the difference. I'm actually switching between tabs right now off screen and it's just like kind of ass.
Like I think about 90% of your tweets don't show up on my follow page. But when I go on the For You, that's where they all are.
Huh.
And it's annoying.
That genuinely does make a lot of sense. Oh, Freddy Fazbear, first one to show up.
Freddy.
A lot of art on my For You page. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
There's some fire art here, bro. But some of this art is not safe for the channel.
No, I'm sure it's not.
And surprisingly, I won't lie, in the past few days, that's the only time this has really happened.
That you got not safe for work content on your timeline?
Surprisingly, I'm proud to say it's mostly gone off my timeline.
Nice.
That's probably the first case of it in like the past few days.
Wow. Here's the one good thing to be coming out of Twitter. Twitter is working on a download video button.
Oh, I saw that a while ago.
That's where was that 4 years ago?
It's here now.
It's coming now. So I guess they finally did something that actually is going to.
Then they're going to paywall
users.
it.
They probably are because basically everything else is getting paywalled.
I'm slowly realizing people just like companies want money.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it.
Yeah,
I want
sucks.
money, but I just want money to live. You want money to be a dickhead.
Pretty much, yeah. That's basically
if I had the
how it is.
opportunity to burn down the system and make you as equal as I am, and just rub it in your face that like, is it a bad thing I have a kink for making rich people normal? I'm gonna put it like that. I have a kink for making rich people normal. If I could just make a rich person feel like a hobo, just for a few seconds, I think I can pass on into the next life at least a little bit happy. J-Man might not like that, but I'll be honest, J-Man, I think he needed it.
I think he had what was coming to him. Let me tell you
Yeah,
that.
J-Man, don't do that. No, let me do it, J-Man. Let me do it.
And
At
that's
least for a
why.
couple seconds.
And that's why everybody making memes about the Titanic sub were perfectly justified.
J-Man, let me do it. J-Man, no.
Hold on, I gotta make
J-Man,
this.
J-Man. Let me do this for you.
I gotta make this SpongeBob meme about the Titanic sub real quick. Hold on,
Hold on, J-Man. Hold on.
don't be mad. This is fully justified. Trust me.
This entire episode was just me just saying, hold on, J-Man. Let me roast him real quick.
Hold on, let me get them.
J-Man.
They need it. They deserve. You've seen. You
Then
know.
God walks into the room. G-Man, hold on. Wait, G-Man? And then like the fucking edit from Half-Life shows up. J-Man? G-Man? Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Is it?
No.
No.
Oh, if it was, that shit would be trending on Twitter.
I guess that's true.
Remember when that was a meme back when we were younger?
Not really. But even if I did, I probably wouldn't actually remember it.
I remember it. I remember it just like Black Ops 2.
Well, very nice.
J-Man, when is Half-Life 3 releasing? J-Man.
When's it coming out? Never.
No!
But yeah, I think that's about it for news. I think we're all caught up on recent
Current
events. Watch
Oh, there's a dog that died.
something's gonna happen over the weekend that like is absolutely wild.
Like what? What's your money on?
Oh man, where could I even begin? Are we
So-
starting our 2023 bingo card now?
You know what? We should start one for next year.
Okay. Well, I guess here's my predictions. If anything's gonna happen this weekend, it'd probably have to do with 4th of July celebrations and explosions. Something's gonna blow up. Someone's gonna light something on fire. Either Washington's gonna be on fire again, or something like that. Something's gonna happen.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
I just had a thought.
Okay.
You know how weird it was that like a company like the ones that fucked up the Midwest United States with toxic chemicals in what was it called? Was it West Jerusalem? What the fuck was the county?
Oh, it was like East Palestine.
There we go, East Palestine or whatever, in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. I was so confused when that happened at first. I was like,
I
what happened in Palestine? Oh, no, that's Ohio.
And how you know how they spent all that money for a cover up,
Mm-hmm.
and then like it's technically a tax write off. All of that was like just evil people doing all they could so they wouldn't get fined or in trouble. And then when they actually, you know, back to the billionaires with the boat, different people, but still the same idea. They spend all that money, all that time not trying to get in trouble. And then the minute they cheap out on bullshit that actually fucking matters, they die. It's just karma. Karma exists.
It's true.
If there was one thing my girlfriend has taught me from Taylor Swift, karma might in fact be real and or a god.
Karma does.
That will fuck you over.
Karma does come back to hit you at some point, someday, some way. It will.
Is it a bad thing? I want to be like a ghost while a billionaire dies in a hospital and realize, wow, my life was actually worthless. And all the accomplishments I ever did were just meaningless. Like, I might be a sadistic person for wanting that. Just to be in a room where a person just witnesses their life just crumble and just be like, wow, and just eating popcorn. This is the greatest piece of fiction I've ever been
It's a
witnessed.
case study right here.
Oh my God. Like, I don't know, man. I have a kink for billionaires failing. People with money failing. Companies failing.
For me, it's more like people in like unchecked power.
There we go. Never mind. I take it back. That's what I was trying to say. Unchecked power failing.
Because like
Because
you can be a good person, be rich, and have power. You can still be good. But the moment that you take advantage of that and provide absolutely nothing, it's like, I want you to fail. I want you to fail hard.
J-Man, get his ass.
Get him. Sick him.
Get him, J-Man.
But
Teach him the life lessons of being rich.
teach him something, please.
J-Man, get him.
I need to know.
Make his Christian ass that isn't Christian actually Christian, J-Man. J-Man, get him.
J-Man,
Well,
get him.
I think that's about it.
I think
Mr.
so
Bib.
too. I don't have any more to really say at this point in time. Alex, do you have any final comments, I guess? As we wrap up.
I hate people with money.
Me
unchecked power.
too. Me too. They're the worst.
They genuinely are.
And they don't care that they're the worst.
Oh, you know what? I'll save that for a different podcast, though.
Okay.
I have a very thought perplexing one for our next recording session.
Okay. Sounds good. Hopefully I'll be better by then. This is just terrible. I'm suffering.
I better see some funny edits on the screen, though.
Okay. I will try.
They don't even have to be really good. They just fucking random.
Just
meme time, baby.
Meme time. This is
Meme time.
this is just
The
that
average
episode.
VC. This is just the average VC with the boys.
It really is. Which is basically exactly what this podcast is.
Yes. But this
So-
one a more accurate representation of what it actually is.
This is exactly how it looks. All right. Well, my final comments are be kind to each other, but not kind to terrible people. Unless you can kill them with kindness, then try that. But if that
J-Man would
fails,
like that.
just kill
J-Man
them.
would like that. Yeah, J-Man would like that.
Yeah, just be good to each other. Be good to your dogs. Help them teeth. Maybe
If you
make
hate
them some
puppies,
frozen
I'll throw you off
popsicles.
a cliff.
Yeah, that's true. We will kill you.
What? Hold on. Before the podcast ends, I have one idea left, and this one actually fits.
Okay.
Have you ever seen like the lawful good, the
Yeah.
chart?
Yeah.
Where do you think I land? I think I'm chaotic good.
Probably, yeah.
What do you think you are?
Probably like chaotic neutral. I can't say I'm entirely good. But I can't
think
say I'm anything other than a little chaotic.
Yeah. Maybe I'm either lawful. No, I'm not lawful good. No. I'm crazy. You hear the shit that comes out my mouth during this podcast?
It's true. It's sometimes crazy. Isn't there like
bit.
neutral good though and neutral?
Like true neutral to
Yeah,
everything?
true neutral. I definitely
I think
can't
you're-
say I'm that. I definitely am not true neutral.
You're the closest thing to too neutral, I think.
Wouldn't that be neutral evil or neutral good?
Maybe chaotic neutral is good for you.
Yeah.
I'd choose that one.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think that's perfect. I guess just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the podcast. Do whatever else you need to do. We'll see you all next week, and peace out.
Deuces, bitches.